Hi friends, welcome to the part 4. Parts 1, 2 and 3 of AI 900 Azure AI Fundamentals is in the members area. You can pay a small premium, become a cloud kernel or cloud ninja member and gain access to those contents. If you have not yet subscribed, do so. It will help you with clearing certifications, preparing for it, clearing the concepts for which certifications for AWS, Google Cloud and Azure Cloud certifications. So there are various categories, intermediate, advanced and starter level certifications. You can browse through all the content, 900 plus videos. Let us see this question. You are building an AI system. Which task do you use to ensure that the service meets the transparency principle? So A says that ensure that all visuals have associated text. This is wrong because it does not mean that you are transparent. But basically what the model is processing, you want to build transparency there. Enable auto scaling to ensure. So auto scaling is nothing to do with transparency. It is to do with high performance, application availability and so on. Ensuring training dataset is representative of the population. Okay, this is fine, but this is not going to solve the transparency problem. It will solve the training problem, the accuracy problem of the models, but not the transparency problem. If the model has very strong documentation provided to the developers so that they can debug the code, suppose Llama or from Meta or any Bard, Gemini, ChatGPT, provide the documentation, help the developers to debug the code, and that is what introduces transparency. This is aligned to the transparency principle of responsible AI. By the way, parts 1, 2 and 3 are in the members area. Pay a small premium, become a member, cloud kernel or cloud ninja members. Now in this question we have to map. What we have to map is the workload types with this. So identify the handwritten letters. Which workload type which match your handwritten letters we have to identify. So out of this handwritten, so you need a computer vision because your computer should be able to see and then make sense out of it. So that is where your handwritten letters will come into play. Now predict the sentiment. So for sentiment you will need natural language processing because NLPs help you predict the sentiment in the media post or Twitter or etc. Identify the fraudulent credit card payment. Basically you have to go to the data and you have to analyze the anomaly. So anomaly detection, if you find an anomaly that some inappropriate pattern, suppose somebody did a purchase 10 times in a day and usually they just do hardly 1 or 2 times in a day, then it is a alert scenario and you should get that kind of anomaly. So this should be identified as an anomaly detection and then people should raise alert. Imagine your ICCI bank or any other bank in UK or US. So suppose some sort of suspicion is there, they would generate an auto-generated call to you and they just confirm whether you have made this transaction or not. It happens for credit cards, it happens for debit cards, online payments, and etc. So suppose you have to predict the next month's toy sales. So if you want to make a prediction, you will have to use a regression model from machine learning. That is what is used to make predictions. It was there for a long time, for 5-6 years. We were working in the AI world, traditional AI world. They already know regression and machine learning. This is used for predictive analytics. We call it predictive analytics. So let me also talk about regression. It is a fundamental technique in machine learning for predicting continuous numerical values. It is just like astrology, where you are trying to predict what will happen with this person in future. And imagine this like you want to predict the price of house 5 years down the line based on various factors. You can run that kind of analogy as well. And then we got anomaly detection. Like I explained, it is a feature of machine learning and it focuses on identifying unusual patterns or data points that deviate significantly from the usual behavior. Usually you buy, like, you make credit card transactions twice a week, but this time you have made it 50 times a week. This is anomaly. Or you have made 20 times a week. We will not wait for 100 times a week and then create an anomaly. It may be anything which is greater than 2 times a week. We would raise that anomaly alert, and this could be a fraudulent scenario. Okay. So this would be our final answer. You can pause this piece and try to see the mapping. Now this next question is fill in the blanks. Dash is used to extract dates, quantities, locations from the text. We have a feature called name entity recognition. This is primarily used. So what is NER? It is sometimes referred to as name identification or entity extraction. It is a subtask of NLP. What it does, these are the things. It identifies people's names, organizations, dates, monetary values, etc., and it categorizes these entities. It puts labels on them. Okay, so suppose these are personal PII, personal identifiable information, or these are non-PII, etc. Those kind of labels also you can put here. A key phrase extraction is wrong. It is an NLP technique that automatically identifies the most important and relevant phrases in a piece of text. So you have a paragraph and it will try to identify, okay, which ones are very important from a conversation standpoint. Now language detection, as the name suggests, it will try to detect the language. Is it Japanese, is it English, and so on. So this language detection, it is a part of NLP, but it is trying to figure out the primary language of the piece of text. You give it a paragraph, etc. It is a superpower translator kind of thing, which will identify the origin of the words before the translation even needs to happen. And then sentiment analysis is incorrect in this case because it is an opinion mining technique. It tries to read the sentences in the paragraph and tries to say, okay, this one sounds sad, this one sounds depressed, this one sounds happy, this one sounds very happy, this one sounds very positive. So NER would be our final answer in this case. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed, do so. It will help you with Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud certifications, various certifications starting from entry level, intermediate to advanced levels. By the way, you have to become a member as well to gain access to a lot of questions. Part 1, 2, and 3 are in the members area, which Cloud Kernel, Cloud Ninja, Cloud Kernel, Cloud Ninja. Focus on the concepts. I hope you understood the concepts explained in this part. We will see you in the next part.